Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca Turner, and I will be presenting my fifth book critique today. The genres today I'll be focusing on are realistic fiction, historical fiction, and picture books. The first book that I critiqued was Bridge to Terabithia. The author is Katherine Paterson, the illustrator is Donna Diamond. The genre is realistic fiction, and it won the Newbery Award in 1978. The reading level is primarily 6th and 8th grade. I chose this book because it was part of my childhood, and it really spoke to me as a child, and I think it can do a lot for the classroom, as it has a good balance between reality and fiction. The second book I chose was Because of Winn-Dixie. The author is Kate DiCamillo. There is no illustrator, and the genre was realistic fiction. It won the Newbery Medal in 2001, and the reading level is grades 3rd through 5th. This was also a book in my childhood, and I think it has a really good story of friendship between a young girl and her dog. The third book I chose was Owl Moon. The author was Jane Yolen. The illustrator is John Schwenner, and the genre was realistic fiction and picture book. It won the Caldecott Medal in 1988, and the reading level is preschool through 3rd grade. I thought this book was really unique because it was kind of based on a true story, as Jane experienced this with her young daughter, and it was just a really cool story of adventure and family. The fourth book I chose was Players in Pigtails. The author was Shauna Corey. The illustrator is Rebecca Gibbon. The genre was historical fiction, and it won the Parents Guide Children's Media Award. The reading level is kindergarten through 4th grade. This book is really unique because it goes back in history and talks about the Women's Baseball League and how it was so important, and how every woman should have the choice to do what she wants. And when it comes to a career, she doesn't have to stay home, and it really showed how women are able to play sports as well. And the fifth book I chose was The Gardener. The author is Sarah Stewart. The illustrator is David Small. The genre was historical fiction, and it won the BCCB Blue Ribbon Award. The reading level is preschool through 2nd grade. This book is really unique because it touches on the Great Depression. It's actually a series of letters between a young girl and her grandma and her mom and her uncle, and she has to go live with her uncle as her father lost his job in the Great Depression. This is my featured text. I chose social studies for my first lesson plan, and I chose the Ohio State Standard in 1st grade, which says photographed letters and artifacts and books can be used to learn about the past. This one really goes with this book because it's letters about what happened in the Great Depression. And I will start by reading The Gardener and having a group discussion, and we will have a discussion about the book afterwards. And then they will be asked to create a fictional character, and then you'll have to create a story on how they were affected by the Great Depression. So I made a story bird for this class, and this one is something that I made. I made a little classroom shell here for everyone to put in their name and their email and their parent, and then they can make their own book about this fictional character. And this will give each child a new perspective, and it'll also be a creative outlet for each child. And the second lesson plan I chose was Language Arts lesson plan. It goes with the Ohio State Standard in 1st grade. Without prompting and support, describe a relationship between illustrations and the story in which they appear. And I will begin by reading The Gardener, and at every picture I will stop and ask a student how the picture is related to the book, and every student will get an equal opportunity to answer. And after the read aloud is complete, a student will pick a plant, fruit, or vegetable that they will read a book about. Once the child has chosen something, we will take a trip to the library, and they will be able to pick a book and then share about it in class. And this will be really unique because they will get an opportunity to really choose and take control of their learning on their own. I hope you all enjoyed my 5th book critique, and have a wonderful day.